March 26th, there will be an open webinar. And this will be about how to create impact, usefulness, and new business models, digitalization. Basically, what will we do in the future when we apply our research outcomes and the technologies from those? And it will be free speakers, and my part will be related to smart specialization strategy by European Commission. And I will try to explain how this is beneficial for you in your research when you motivate that you're part of this. You are aware of the smart specialization strategy by European Commission. Let me show you some slides here and try to explain as an introduction before the actual presentation on March 26th. Smart specialization strategies, it was proposed, implemented, or starting to get implemented about year 2010. And during the last 10 years, it has been introduced to all the regions in Europe, more or less, depending on how well they have adapted to this suggestion. And there is a homepage. You can read all about this. But as it says, it is to foster knowledge-based growth in EU regions and countries. And those are crucial to achieve smarter and sustainable and inclusive Europe. This sounds very nice, but what is it about? It is actually about, it has three pillars. One is that you start from somewhere what you have. It doesn't matter when you have a big plan, you can make all the nice words, visions, and all those things. But in order to create those, you need to start from somewhere. And this is the localization. It is place-based innovation. You start from what you have. It doesn't matter what it is. You can start from anything, and then you find out your strength. And this is the area number 2. You find out where you're strong, and you focus a little bit extra in those areas. You prioritize. You don't totally abandon the other things which are not as strong, but certain areas where you're stronger, you will focus. So this is the task of the regions. Find out the areas where you're strong. And if you search for the smart specialization strategy in your region, you will find that there are 3, 4, or 5 areas where it's a priority. And advanced materials is one of those in my area. And in order for this to happen, it's not sufficient to only have the research, only have the policy, only have the politicians, universities. Everybody needs to be involved. So that's why it is required that we participate. We have exchange. And this is where we can find out where the research has an opportunity to motivate in a realistic way how we can be part of the future. We have a project. It is about some fantastic technology from your research. And if we can motivate that our research matches to the smart specialization strategy, then we are at least realistic that we can propose that here is a next step. Often, when we apply for funding, we write that we will contribute to sustainable goal number 9. But how can you be credible? Because the sustainable development goal is so far away, and we are here to fulfill that one. How will we contribute? What is our next step? That's why it's very good to show that we match into the regional strategy, the smart specialization. Because the smart specialization is about finding areas of strength. And when you find the areas of strength, you find stakeholders who are contributing, and it will create a supply chain, a value chain. many working together in the same field. And this is what we describe in a project. We have materials, device, system. This will contribute to. So these two are actually aligned, but we are just not talking about each other. Regional development, technology development, smart specialization, research. And the next thing, which was proposed to be after the smart specialization strategy, S3, was the sustainable smart specialization strategy, S4. And you can see S3, S4, sustainable development goal. So if we tell that we are starting from here, we will go there, and then we will contribute to the sustainable development goals. Now, the sustainable smart specialization strategy is called Partnerships for Regional Innovation. It has modified. But basically, when we present these things that we are aware, technology, regional development, we can create impact, but together, when we interact, motivate, we raise more awareness, more stakeholders will collaborate, it will be more impact together. And actually, instead of just going in a linear development, we will have synergies which makes things to go faster because people are already motivated. Technology are motivated, regional development people are motivated. And when they see that these match, they will say that, yes, this is really good. Let's do it. Let's work together. And then they start to interact and try to understand each other. And in such way, we motivate that our technology from our research has a value, which is a realistic next step by the smart specialization strategy. We are not so comfortable with talking about these things. And as researcher, we publish papers and write, and we're in the lab and fixing problems, making magic stuff. So we don't have time to participate in these things, but we should at least be aware. Because when you apply for research funding, EU, for example, then you can write this as a part of the impact that you will contribute. You are aware. And when the reviewers compare two different applications, they will see that it's a strong technology, nice publication. Aha, this one is aware of the context in Europe where it will contribute with its technology. So they will choose this one for funding. So these things we will discuss at the open webinar on March 26th.